Do you know you can work in Canada as a young professional without needing an LMIA? If you are between the age of 18 to 35 and you are wanting to come to Canada to work, this is a video that you want to watch until the end. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dhruv. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. At our firm Effizient, we assist all prospective immigrants with their immigration to Canada. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach us. The contact information is right here on the screen. In this video, guys, we are going to talk about the International Experience Canada program. This program allows folks, youth, young people to come and work in Canada on an open work permit or employer specific closed work permits, or for internships, which are again employer specific. The best part of this program is again LMIA exempt program. No need for LMIA. You can get a work permit without going through that lengthy process. And for young people, it gives an amazing opportunity for them to come, travel the country, visit the country, and also fund their travel by working in Canada. Now let's talk about all the details with regards to the IEC program. Who can apply, how to apply, and what the process is like. But before we go into those details, let's quickly answer the comment of the week. This comment comes from Ashish, and the comment is, my brother is in Canada. Yesterday his work permit extension was rejected. He has a PNP nomination and has applied for federal PR already. What to do? Will this rejection impact the PR? It's an excellent question. It is very important for your brother to restore the status, to bring him back into status. If he continues to stay out of status, his PR application will definitely get impacted. You need to make sure you apply for restoration of status. You can apply for restoration and visitor, or whatever other application you're eligible for. It could be a work permit that you have to assess for yourself. I'm not sure because I have not reviewed your case. However, you need to restore your status, come back into legal status if you want to continue staying in Canada while the PR is being processed. If you are out of status and out of restoration, your PR application has high chances of being impacted by you being out of status. I hope this helps. Now going back to the International Experience Canada program. The International Experience Canada program, as you can see here, has three different categories within the program. One is working holiday, one is young professionals, and the third is internships or co-ops. Now let's quickly talk about what these different categories mean and what they provide you. So starting with number one, working holiday, as the name suggests, working holiday is basically you're doing a holiday, you're traveling, and at the same time you are working. That is the intent of this program. This is a program where you will get a chance to come to Canada on an open work permit. No job offer needed, no employer needed. You get an open work permit, you travel to Canada, you stay in Canada, you can travel, and you have an open work permit. If you can get a job, you can take a job, you can work in that job, and you can continue to fund your trip, work in Canada, and also travel Canada. So that's the essence for the working holiday program. The young professional program is for folks who have a job offer, and that job should lead to your professional development. Now guys, what is not eligible under this program? Self-employment is not eligible and unpaid work is not eligible. The job offer needs to be paid and it shouldn't be self-employed. Usually for this program, they allow jobs in tier 0, 1, 2 or 3. So those are the skilled jobs, but also tier 4 can qualify. You may qualify if your job offer is in tier 4 if you can prove that your education is related to the job that you're being offered in tier 4. And in that way you can, or you may qualify for the young professional program. The third program is the international co-op or internship program. Now guys, in this program the requirements are you need to be a student at a post-secondary institute, and you are coming here for an internship. Now this internship has to be a requirement for your study program. So you are enrolled in a post-secondary program. That post-secondary program requires you to complete some co-op or internship, and to meet that requirement you're coming to Canada. You have a job, you have an internship lined up, you have an employer, you come to Canada through this program under a closed work permit to fulfill that internship requirement. Now guys, these are all the programs under the IEC Working Holiday, Young Professional and International Co-op or Internship program. Now for you to be eligible for the International Experience Canada, there are some specific requirements. So let's talk about those. So the way the IEC program, the International Experience Canada, is structured, it's based on reciprocal agreements between different countries. Mostly you need to be a citizen of one of the countries on the IEC list. So here on the screen you can see the list of countries that fall under IEC. Now guys, these are the countries with who Canada has reciprocal agreements. If you are a citizen of one of these countries, you can go, you can be a part of IEC, you can come to Canada under the IEC program. Similarly, most Canadians would be able to go to these countries. If you are a Canadian watching this video, you may want to check out these countries. If you ever want to go and work in these countries, you may have the options to go and do that. So guys, most of these countries on this list are either European or in the Australian subcontinent, or Japan, South Korea, countries over there. Most of them are highly developed countries. You don't really see other nations in there which are developing nations or less developed nations. Now if you are a part of these countries, if you are a citizen of one of the countries not on this list, there still are options. There are some recognized organizations through which you can apply under the IEC program. So a lot of folks who want to come from say India to do internships in Canada, there is an example organization, AIESEC, that offers internships or that's able to facilitate the process for you, even though you are not a part of the country on this list. So here on the screen you can see a list of recognized organizations that can assist you to apply under this program. These organizations have their specialty. They deal with certain nationalities or certain countries. So on the screen you can see all those organizations, and if any of those fit your needs, you can check them out and you can proceed from there. Now guys, for the rest of the video we will just talk about how the process works for the folks from one of the partner countries. So one of the countries that are already on the IEC list. The basic process is that you go into a pool. There's a pool where you submit your information and your profile. Now based on your country of citizenship, every country has a separate quota. Every country has an allocation, and based on your country of citizenship, you would be placed in the next draw, and the draw will be conducted based on what annual allocation is left for that country. You may or may not be picked. In most cases you have a good chance of getting picked in the draw and getting invited. You need to create a profile, you need to get an ITA, and the third step after that is you apply for the work permit to come to Canada. Now guys, in order to create a profile under the IEC, you can do it through the GCK account. You go into the GCK account, you can apply to come to Canada under the International Experience Canada program and create a profile. Here on the screen you can see what a sample profile looks like. In order to create a profile, you need basic information, your country of citizenship, your passport information, basic information about yourself, and you need to talk about what kind of program you're interested in, and from there on you submit the profile. After that you have to wait for an invitation for a draw. Now you have been in the pool. Once you've received the invite, that's when you can apply and go ahead to apply for a work permit. Now depending on the IEC stream, we will not go into too much detail about the work permit process. Again, it depends on the working holiday stream, or which comes with an open work permit, or if it's the young professional or the internship stream. These would be employer specific work permits. For the open work permit process is relatively straightforward, but for the employer specific work permits, you do need some job offer and some additional information from the employer, through which you will then apply for the work permit. You submit the application for work permit, wait for a decision, and then again you will be issued a port of entry introduction letter after your approval. In case you need a visa, you need to apply for that. If you can come to Canada on an ETA, then with that ETA and the work permit introduction letter, you can come to Canada and you would be issued a work permit at the border. One thing, guys, is very important to note when you come to Canada. On the screen you can see all the documents that are required for this kind of work permit application. This may include police certificates, medical, your passport, photograph, your resume, CV, proof of residency, etc. But even below that, here you see documents that you need before coming, and this includes health insurance and proof of financial support. Now guys, proof of financial support is important because if you're coming to Canada on an open work permit, you need to have enough funds to sustain yourself until you find employment. And secondly, health insurance, again, health bills, healthcare costs are high, so the government wants you to have health insurance for you to be able to come and work here, come and live here, and not be in a position where you're without insurance and you need to seek expensive medical treatments. Now, what are the government costs associated with IEC, with this program? The government costs are interestingly very reasonable. For the IEC itself, it's just 172 Canadian dollars. So that's the fee for the IEC program. If you are applying under the working holiday program, you get an open work permit, and for that the fee is $100 additional. That is called open work permit holder fee. You need to pay that to the government of Canada. On top of that, if you are coming through the young professional or the internship stream, your employer has to submit a job offer, and your employer needs to pay 230 Canadian dollars of compliance fee to the government. Now guys, the best part about this program and this application is, which never happens in any other work permit application, is IRCC says that the fee is refundable for different reasons. You can see the reasons on the screen. The first two reasons are reasonable, that you withdraw your application or your employer withdraws job offer. But the third reason is really interesting, and it's amazing, that even if they refuse your work permit, they will refund you the application fee. So guys, that is all about the IEC program. We've talked about what IEC is, what International Experience Canada is. We've talked about who is eligible to apply under this program, and we've talked about partner countries. I've shown you all the partner countries. If you are a citizen of those countries, you are eligible. If you are not a citizen of one of those countries, you still may be able to be a part of this program through a recognized organization. You can check those out. Thirdly, we've talked about how do you apply under the IEC program. So you need to create a profile in the pool and you need to enter the pool, and then you need to wait for the draw. Now, once you have the draw, that's when you do the work permit application. And then once all of that is done, you can come to Canada again with the documents of health insurance and financial proof, and you can come on a work permit, work here, and also fund your travel. If you are a youngster in the age of 18 to 35, this is an amazing program. I know a lot of folks living in Australia, some in Japan, also in European countries. They often come to Canada and travel Canada, get their work permits, work while they're traveling, and take advantage of this program. So if you are in that age group, one of those countries, then this is an amazing opportunity. You should definitely explore it, and Canada is an amazing place to travel, and it's really beautiful. That's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you are notified about any new video that we upload. If you are interested of knowing more about IEC, you can feel free to contact us, and if you want to talk to me personally, you can book an appointment. Link is in the description of the video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video.